All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. I guess I was walking and talking, I lost connection, or maybe that's just how much energy I got going through me. But this is a candid shot that my brother got. So it's real, honey. Yes, yes. She really did interview me. Like, this is real. Oh, gosh. That's a young man that we met at the event. But it's real. Where's the actual interview? Let's see. Yes. So yeah. So yeah, you guys, y'all see it right there. I'm being interviewed. That ain't no lie. Y'all see it. It just happened. But like I said, taking that risk and willing to stand out beyond what you see, beyond your beyond what you see is powerful, because I took a step forward. I wasn't even prepared. I was just like, you know what, we're just going to do this. But because I was willing to just do it and see where it'll take me, I don't even know what's about to come out of this. And I'm excited. So I just want to share that with you guys. Like, take risk. It's worth it. It's going to pay off. Even when I was at the Essence Festival, and Erica Latrice of Be Inspired, she can attest to this. I got on stage where everybody else was. Will Packer. We got to meet Jada Pinkett, Lorenz Tate. I mean, heavy hitters was out there. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be on this stage. And so I stood on that stage. I got up and I got on there, and I was not scared. Why? Because I belong on that stage, and I got something to say. And I'm going to make sure that the world hears what I got to say. And y'all got to do the same. Like, you cannot let nobody dim your light. You cannot let nobody hold you back. You cannot let nobody stop you from what you need to do. And that's the only way you're going to break through. If you don't, how are you ever going to grow as a person? You know, like what I said, what I did today, that allowed me to just allowed me to take my whole, like, how I'm doing this business to a whole nother level. You really can't stop me now. Now, I got to be very careful because my daughter, she's still in school. That's the only reason why I have not been able to really go as hard as I really want to go. But now it's figuring out, how can I really exceed this thing and be able to propel it even more? Because I knew I had the guts. I knew I have the willing to take the risk. I knew that with me being in my position, I know that I can do things. And y'all that grew up with me, y'all know my personality. Y'all already know, like, I'm out there with it. I'm going to be me. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do what I need to do. And so, but this stepping into that position and having Carrie Hilson interview me, that was just like, oh yeah, you've been thinking too small. You need to go, you need to go higher. You've been thinking way too small. And I feel like I don't think on a small level, but that can actually hinder you when you begin to think on a smaller level and say, you know what? I'm not going to do that because it is. I'm not going to do that because of that. I'm not going to do that because I have a baby. I'm not going to do that because I have no money in my account. There's always other people money. There's always time that you can put in. There's always a way that you can make a way. And even though I might have said, oh, my daughter's in school, nah, that's all right, because I know a way. As long as I have what I need for her, at the end of the day, she can always be homeschooled and travel the world with me. And so there is things that, so what if you got to shift your life? So what if you got to change things about yourself? So what? Like, would you rather just sit where you are now and feel miserable or content when you know you really not? Or would you rather just take a risk and see where it takes you? And so, like I said, for me, I felt like I was thinking on a level of, okay, well, I'm doing it somewhat big. I'm not doing nothing. To me, I'm not doing nothing. I could be doing a whole lot more. And I see individuals out here doing a whole lot more, but I'm not holding myself against that. That's okay. But first, it takes you recognizing where you stand. I recognize that, yes, I may be building this business. I may have my Pumps and Profits shirt on. I may have fun with talking to you guys about financial literacy, but we can take this to a whole nother level. And one of the things I found out, even with the being at this RIDE conference here in Atlanta, I took a step forward even with that. I didn't even expect to get a media access to this event. So tomorrow it's supposed to be like Laz Alonso. They holding casting calls. They got Master P supposed to be, I think, coming in tomorrow. David Banner. Dr. Jackie was there today from Married to Medicine. Ricky Bobby was there. Roger Bob from the Bobcat Films was there. So it was some people there in that room that could be life-changing. And so sometimes you got to go where you got to go so that you can change your life. But being and wallowing in your situation is not going to allow you to be able to strive. Now, I know in the last live I had Moan on there, and she said she's sitting on $1 million brand. When you know you sitting on $1 million brand, you cannot... It hurts you. Like it makes your skin itch. It makes you just crawl. It just makes you like, I can't do this. Like, no, this is not where I want to be. So when you sitting on something that you know is going to help you to get to a better place, and you know it's going to help your family, if you know it's going to do so many things for you, but you more concerned about the uncertainty or the hard work that you got to do to get there, now you calling yourself a failure before you even started. And so we ain't failures. We are not failures. And if you know me, I don't play that. Don't come with me talking about you failed this, you failed. No. It's just a temporary setback, what we need to do to get further. When you begin to look at your life as a solution-based mindset, then you can be able to see how you can get out of that situation. So when my brother told me, Coco, you need to handle that. You need to get her to say Pumps and Profits or something. I said, oh, she gonna do something. Tap, tap, tap. Am I next? I want to know, am I next? Just like that. Am I next? And you know what? I was next. And I got up there and I had to do what I had to do. So for me, I wasn't even ready for the opportunity, but because of my nature, hey, I'm ready. I do it. That's how I say, I do it. What is it going to hurt you to try? What is it? Not even trying, because trying rhymes with lying. Either you're going to do it or you're not. But what is it going to hurt your situation? How is it going to hurt your situation for you doing something better to improve yourself, to improve your financial situation, to improve where you live? Like I said, we picked up off of a job opportunity. We picked up and left. Well, we was already going to move down here anyways for career reasons. And it was the best move that we made. No friends. We had nobody we can really connect with. Yes, Brian has family down here, but they don't live nowhere near us. So it was kind of like, dang, now we got to build everything from scratch. And I think when you begin to put yourself in a place where you can't depend on other people, when you can't depend on having a babysitter, like I had to be very conventional. Man, y'all don't know. And shout out to Neek and Megan, because I love y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all two saying that y'all willing to help me with Bree, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to do what I had to do today. And tomorrow, I don't even know what to expect tomorrow. I just can't wait, because it's going to be a full day of just all out, even today was, but tomorrow's going to be times 10. I already know. But the fact that I grew these relationships to these women, they see what I'm doing. They see that I'm really doing what I need to do. People love to support you. Why? And I'm not saying they support me because rah-rah, I can rah-rah them. No, they support me because they see what I'm doing. And they see my passion. They believe in me. Why? Because I believe in myself. And when you don't believe in yourself, when you don't believe that you can step beyond what you see, it's going to make you feel depressed. It's going to make you feel like you have nothing left. You're going to have low self-esteem from it. It's going to affect you so negatively that it's going to begin to affect the people around you negatively. And so there is a real thing. It's called being a zombie. You can be a zombie. It's called existing. You just exist. You're just here. Nobody wants to be a sim character. Don't allow yourself to be a sim character. Not for yourself or anybody else. Always, always, always continue to strive to be better, because when you are being better, you're going to see better things in your life. You're going to see better finances. Yeah, it's going to be rough. That's because it's just testing you to see if you're ready for that next level. So your vision or what you're striving for is going to cause you to feel that pain. I'd rather have a pain of gain rather than a pain of failure or a pain of, dag, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I try? And so you got to realize, what pain do you want to experience? Do you want to experience the pain of growing? Or do you want to experience the pain of allowing yourself to die? And yes, either you're growing or you dying. There is no in between. Like, there is no in between. I'm sorry, it's not. So you got to choose what you want in life. And I know you guys, I know y'all choose to live. I don't want you to just live. I want you to live abundantly. And that's not just talking about monetary wise, because yeah, we able to live abundantly through money. Now, don't get me wrong, money will allow you to be able to do the things that you want, like give to charity, be able to buy your home and things like that. But you have to be willing to accept where you are, and you got to be willing to say, you know what, this is where I am, but this is only temporary for where I'm going. And that means you have to take risks. You have to be willing to change yourself, make yourself better, because when you make yourself better, everything else gets better. It gets better with time. No, I'm joking, y'all. But but it does. It gets better with time. And when you first start out, man, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a lot of time, a lot of energy. I done cried, but guess what? I done cried, got back up. It's time to keep going. I just cried because I'm like, Lord Jesus. Woo! And I get back up. You have to get back up. Don't stop. Because everything that you're doing, you don't want it to be in vain because you tired. You don't want that. You want to be able to experience a whole new life. I mean, just last year, we took a step out just to see what had happened. And I mean, in essence of traveling, and we got to see how these countries that you go to, you know, we may take what we have for granted because it's readily available to us. And we got to consider that the things that we have given, we're blessed because of, yeah, other countries, they only get paid 50 cents an hour. And yet, you know, and our children have the chance at 16 to go get a job and get $7 an hour. Like, there's other countries that's not doing that. There's other countries that have hierarchy systems. Like, if you born poor, you're going to stay poor. That's why you see a lot of immigrants and you see a lot of individuals from other countries come over here. Why? Because they see the opportunity that we, right here in our own backyard, we don't even see. Because they come from a place where they don't have as much as we have over here. And so we got to, mentality-wise, not have a mentality of survival, but have a mentality of this. There is so many opportunities out here that I'm not limited to the job that I'm doing. I'm not limited to the position I'm in. I'm not limited to the people I know. There's always somebody else. There's always somebody that can help me. There's always somebody that can help you get where you need to go. And And so what we find ourselves is, because we're in the U.S., we may find ourselves in a position where we get comfortable and we say, you know what, I'm living good. I could say, yeah, I'm living, I like my house in Georgia. I like the things that I do. No, I love it. Thank you, God. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. But I know it's more. And so if you're willing to say, but I know it's more, and not in a sense of, you're not grateful, but in a sense of there's so much more out here that I can experience. There's so much more that people is willing to pour in me. There's so much more I can learn. You can really experience life. And that's what I found. And this going to this RIDE conference, that was just a little piece of me saying, I love what I'm doing. I love my life, but I know it's so much more I can do happily. Yes, more. That's right. More, Miss Austin. Yes. Why? Because it's not being more from a sense of, like I said, it's not being more like, oh, I don't like this environment, I want something else. Now, there are some things where we can say, you know what, I don't like this situation. But I don't want to hear you say it more than once. Because after you say it more than once, you complaining now. So, like I said, hey, sometimes you got to cry. Get it all out, but get up and get going. Why? Because there's so many other people that are watching you. There are so many other people that want to pour into you, but they just want to see what you got going on. And so you got to be consistent with it. You got to be willing to go ahead and take risks, because when they see you take risks, when they see that you doing your best, when they see that you pouring your all into what you're doing, then they're like, you know what? I can ride with her. Good job, baby. I can ride with her. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see, if I pour into her, I want to see what she can do, just to see, because of what she's already done. And that's exactly what's happening with some things that I got going on behind the scenes with the business. Like, I just called this person up, taking another risk, and I called them up and I said, look, this is where I am and this is where I want to go. And you're the perfect person that can help me. Candid as that. Of course, I praise them for everything they've done, because they've done a lot. More than they think they have in just a short span of time. But because I was willing to take that risk, make that what they call that well, and you know what? Call that well, and it's support. It's always love. It's always coming from a genuine place, because you are coming from a genuine place, because you are taking your time to get where you need to go. And so when you are willing to go where you want to go and let no one stop you, nobody. My daughter, she travels with me. So I had to adjust my schedule to make sure she can still go to school. But best believe that might switch up. I'm willing to allow that to switch up. I'm willing to switch my life up, because I know of the things that I have to come, and I know that I have to be willing to change what I do. I'm willing to change how I see things, reading more, taking a CFP, learning from different people, and just embracing where I want to go. It's already allowing me to already be in the place that I want to be. I mean, by standing on the stage of Essence, I just went, as I had media passes. I decided to stand on that stage. Nobody told me to. But if I stand on it once, that means I can stand on it twice. Today, I stood on the RIDE conference, the same stage that Ryan Leslie stood on, the same stage that Roger Bob stood on, the same stage that these celebrities are going to stand on tomorrow. I got up there and stood, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be on this stage as well. And the young lady in the front, she said, I'll see you next year on that stage. Okay. And so by me putting that out there, guess what, you guys? Now the universe is going to begin to shift things to allow me to be on that stage, because I spoke it. And I had not just spoke it, but you got to have conviction with what you want. And you already, exactly, you got to claim it. You got to claim it and walk in it and let nobody deter you. Because when you decide what you want to decide to do, and you don't let nobody hold you back, don't let nobody say, oh girl, you shouldn't move. Oh man, you shouldn't marry her yet. Enjoy your life. Your life is your life. You have to enjoy it. And so that means making decisions that everybody is not going to agree with. Everybody don't support me. Everybody, especially friends and family, like they really just, I ain't gonna call no names, but you know, there's people out there that they just like, okay, and you start a business, what am I supposed to do with that? But as a friend or as a family member, you shouldn't say that to nobody, because we look up to you and we want that encouragement from you. And that's one thing that, yeah, we may put up them posts like, you put 1,000 likes whenever we get a new job and only 5 likes when we do a new business, because it's unfamiliar to people. It's something that whenever they never been in that type of position or have really experienced, like parents been in that position, it's hard for them to understand. So you can't get mad at them for not taking an interest in you or your business. And this is something I had to realize, because I've always been, you know, doing my own thing. But you can't expect them to congratulate you or to be happy for you, because they don't know. So it's just like, oh, okay, good. But let me tell somebody, girl, I just got me a 6-figure job. Oh yes, happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that. What I'm saying is, if you never decided to step out and experience life from a whole new viewpoint, then you can never realize what other people go through. I done been in corporate America. I've been in jobs where it's all about politicking. I done been in sales. I done worked in a call center. I done had a fashion business. I done worked at the school. I done worked in tutoring. I've done so many things in my life that a lot of people is like, girl, when you gonna decide what you gonna do? I'm doing everything I want to do. I'm living my life. That's what I'm doing. And so when somebody asks you, child, what you doing now? I'm living life abundantly. Why? Because I'm following my dreams, and I'm going to take my dreams to a whole nother level, no matter what. Tell somebody that. They're going to be like, okay. They're not going to know how to react to it. They're not. But that's all right, because you got to speak into yourself regardless of what. I don't want to hear y'all say, hey, how you doing? I'm good. No more good. No more good. Because good doesn't mean that you're doing great. Good doesn't really feel good. It feels generic. Tell me seriously, how are you doing? And if there's a problem, then there's a way that can be fixed. There's always a solution. There's always many solutions to one problem. So what I'm saying, you guys, is take risk. Take risks and see where it's going to take you. I just did that. I saw where that's going to take me, and I'm going to keep taking risks. I don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. And I live in an uncertainty of knowing for certain that if I continue to apply what I'm doing, if I continue to keep pushing what I'm doing, I'm going to reach the level of success that I want. My success is not based on monetary. I may tie it to monetary only because it allows me to break it down to what I would love to do. But truly, I'm doing what I love to do. Y'all know I love to talk. Y'all know I love with tough love. And you know I love talking about money and making money. So to me, whether I'm a millionaire, billionaire, living lavishly, I'm still going to be talking about the same things. Taking risks, making yourself better, being better, deciding something new that nobody else has done before or is willing to step out and do, and even taking a gamble on yourself and willing to see where it's going to take you and having a vision. That's what I believe in. And that's what I'm going to continue to speak on. So yeah, financial literacy is a big thing for me. So if y'all want to know, Okay, I'll give y'all a financial tip right now about taking risks. And I think I did a class in this in Pumps and Profits Facebook group this past Wednesday. I think I did, talking about risk and using your home as a leverage, which is, we talked about credit trap and debt. That is the biggest risk that we're willing to take. We're willing to go out and take debt out on ourselves and not use it to build our wealth. So my tip or my suggestion is, if you find yourself in a position where you able to get a credit card or a personal loan or something like that, I want you to don't spend on it yet. I want you to decide how you're going to be able to get a return on your income. How are you going to be able to double that or triple it? And if you don't have a business, then how are you going to do it? Because we can't allow debt to trap us. We can't allow credit to stop us. And we can't allow our situation to do that either. But it all plays into risk. Debt is used as a wealth tool. Debt is used as a leverage. But you got to know what you're doing before you take that risk. So I love you guys. If you're watching the replay, I want you guys to put replay. I got something special for you. If you message me with replay, I have something for you. So I love you guys. This is only the beginning. You know, I share everything that I have with you. Hey, Tarya, I'm about to get off now, baby. But Tarya, I want you to put, since you're I want you to catch the replay, and I want you to put replay, because, honey, we got places to go. This is another woman. She don't even know. I met her one time, and this woman opened herself up to me. This woman I consider a friend, because I think we reached out, my baby, I reached out to her, and it was nothing but love. And when you have people that you genuinely connect with, it's nothing but love. And I appreciate all the love that you give me and everybody else, because that love just shows me that I'm genuinely doing me. I'm being me. Yes, I'm boisterous. Yes, I'm out here. I have a big personality, but people love me for me being me. And don't ever stop being who you are because somebody else don't like it. Take a risk on being who you truly are, because that is how you're going to change your life. I love y'all. I ain't going to keep going. Miss Johnson, we got some business to handle, lady. I'm going to be hitting you up soon.